Ah, I... Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
Wow. This is the question. Why kill him? This is absolutely nonsense.
He was your... Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
No, there's no later. We're gonna talk about this now.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emma will be able to help me.
Great. We're finding a book now that we... Ugh. I'm not mentioning it. But I'm really not happy with how things are turning out. I feel like I have been on the right track for a long time, and I have been deceived because the way actually is not the brightly lit way, but a muddy side path. That is not the right one to choose, but yeah.
Well, I hope Emma is fully recovered. Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
I'm not so sure. Home is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
How'd you know that?
Holm. He warned me that it was probably going to happen.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Holm did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
What? So Emily's back in the body of a servant? Are you kidding me? Well, you know what? Emily should take over Emma. Emily should take over Emma, and then they are truly one. the mind of two. Wouldn't that be nice?
Then, could you bring Sarah back?
I'm sorry, Louis, but I'm afraid Sarah is condemned to stay in the ether forever. If I understand rightly, she has never been able to prove her worth, as if her talents were diminished somehow. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger. When Holmes sensed his death was imminent, he warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Yeah.
Good God! I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
In mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance. It touched the blood of Christ.
What's the connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good. Let's go then.
This makes sense though. I like that that
Are you sure
combination
you're ready?
of the mythology.
You're all
here.
right.
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game.
This is this is so fucked up. I think they're not here anymore, right? This is so fucked up. Oh, great. Glad we're finding that now. I really like that twist. The twist about Zeus and Kronos and the mythology. That is very cool. And it makes sense. Wait, the dining room is over there. Yeah. Yeah, they're already waiting for us. Yeah. It's a cool twist. Oh, Emily, could you two please change buddies? I don't have a problem with Emma using this buddy. I want Emily back.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
I don't think we have anything to do. Is there anything we can do? Let's think about it. The other guests? Maybe we can mobilize them?
No, not yet.
Be quick. We are waiting for you here.
I'm gonna see if the rooms are open. Nope. I mean, probably it's bullshit. But Von Werner, for example, could help us. Because he's the son of Holm. He would have an interest in helping us. Right? Okay, no. Yeah, okay. I thought this was a good idea to check on those. If they could help us. This is Elizabeth's room, right? No. She's still not here, though. But if she's possessed by Jesus Christ, and she's still alive, that means... I'm almost sure she will show up in the showdown. She will be there.
What are you doing?
Oh, Monsieur Volner asked me to prepare his belongings in anticipation of his imminent departure, sir.
His departure? So quickly?
Oh yes, he seemed to be in rather a hurry.
Ah, very well. Would you know where I might bump into him one last time?
Ah, if sir would like to say goodbye, sir will find him in his room.
Thank you.
So I combined this correctly, at least. He needs to help
Johann.
us.
Hey, I haven't the time.
What are you doing?
I'm getting out of here, what do you think? And going as far away as possible. Sir Gregory is dead. And in case you haven't grasped it yet, I am no longer safe here. If you value your life, you had better do the same.
Hey, wait a
No,
second.
no, I haven't time. Good luck in the future.
Are you kidding me? Wow. What a freaking coward. What a coward. I mean, he could have helped us. He could have been the hero, revenged his father. I don't know. Do something for the family. But no. No. He will just leave. As if that would help. Sure. Mortimer can't reach me when I'm going. Stupid. Alright, let's bring it on.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
I'm freaking ready.
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father. Emily, you brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you are right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
Well, since this is the final showdown,
On the contrary, Emily will be able to exist by herself. Once she's changed bodies, you'll finally be able to live your own separate lives.
No more resentment or comparisons ever again.
You'll be
True
free
point.
at last, Emma.
Perfect.
Emily, you have always been the dominant one. And you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
I think they're both equal.
Emily, don't believe a single word of what you both braved hell together. United, and that's the only way we can get out of here.
Louis is right, Emma.
Yes, you are right, Louis. We will not be misled by this kind of manipulation, Father.
Good. We stand firm. If this continues, Mortimer won't have any hold on us.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You are Duchess Hillsborough. You are rich. You are young, beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you. You are the one I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you. Let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Remember what Home told us? Look at her, trust your sister.
And look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us!
My sister. Get him!
Louis! No!
Arm yourself with a nail. Arm yourself with the lance. Oh shit! One of the nails used to open the crypt door. On the Lance of Longinus. Which we think we got the right one. If it's the wrong one, we'll die. If it's the right one, we'll succeed. And this is like, this is the total, I don't know. Total madness. That's the most random factor here. I'm gonna pick the lance. Because I think we picked the right one.
No, don't do it.
It's over. You've lost.
No, Louis. No, stop.
Oh. My son.
Oh shit, he's trying to take over
Come,
us.
Louis. It's over.
Yeah, he took
Let's leave.
No.
After you.
No, are you kidding me? Oh no, Mortimer and I are fighting now or what? You gotta be kidding me, Mortimer took us over.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire in the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. Some say that the Duchess inspired Austen's novel Emma, which became a bestseller in 1816. His Eminence, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on indications provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again.
That's crazy, though.
On his return to Paris, Peru gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Yeah. I knew that in the last second. We brought Alzif back to the continent. We got help from the Hillsborough sisters to confront Lord Mortimer. We were possessed by Lord Mortimer, failed to kill him, and failed to leave the island safe and sound. Yeah, I knew that in the moment it happened. Why? Was the lance a diversion all the time? That's what I don't get. It was supposed to have blood of Christ on it, right? The lance was the wrong one. How? I could have used the nail. Pfft. Okay, that was totally random. That nail was no real option for me because it could have worked, it could not have worked. I had to trust having found the right lance. Yeah, but we didn't know that, right? Welcome, undead. Yeah, sure. Jesus is an ancient, I know, and older than Mortimer. The problem is, we don't know that the nail is of that origin. It could have been a replica used for the contraption. The right lens was the obvious one. So everyone lied to us? Wasn't that the golden one? I noted it down somewhere. The one which was between two nice torches with a Christian fish in it. Wait, I'm gonna search for that piece of paper. Should have had it here somewhere. Somewhere. Here. Leaf copper fish? Spear copper Christian fish. That's the one, number 6, yeah. Spear copper Christian fish. But why? Yeah, it may be an obvious spot. That's okay. But if the game actually gives you hints that are misleading you, that's, I don't know. I'm not happy with that. Piachi clearly told us it was boar shaped. So he was either lying to us, or deceiving us, or controlled by someone. That's so weird. Mortimer's dead and you playthrough. Yet she didn't lie. How? He said the right lens that has the blood on it was the boar-shaped one. And there was only one boar-shaped one. On your note, after the conversation with him, it just says spear. Yeah, but come on. I mean, that's not cool. If they do a voiceover and he's actually telling you it's a boar-shaped spear, and the notes just say it's spear, okay. But if he says it's a boar-shaped spear, and you gotta think, okay, it's not a boar-shaped spear because... That doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying that this is totally misleading, right? I would at least say it's not 100% my fault that I didn't pick the right lens, because that was totally misleading. And Christian fish, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure about that. That's true, but still, the we have gotten the copper and the boar, and there was only one combination fitting that, so that's the problem. I'm not so happy with that ending because of that spear thingy. I don't feel like that's don't feel like that's fair. I mean, if the game is misleading you and explaining which one is the right one, that's not good. You watched streams? You haven't met Sahel either? Yeah, I have no clue who that is. I'll probably watch some streams about this game as well, or replay some episodes. But I don't think it's possible to get this done right in your first time, so to say. I don't know. Some things are misleading, like the text bug that we have encountered in the Emma thingy, and that boar-shaped spear, which means it's not boar-shaped. Ah, that's stupid. That's unnecessary. But yeah, despite that, I really enjoyed it. It was a good game, and I liked the different paths that were there. That was cool. It got somewhat messy in the end, and there were some logic issues in the game, because we could have just asked Emma or Emily to show the shot boom, instantly knowing which one is the right one, but that was not the option. Yeah, stuff like that. But these are minor issues. In total, it was very enjoyable, and I'm curious to see how other paths and yeah, how other ways would actually work out. All right. I don't know. Maybe we will replay some things, and I'll show that on stream. Maybe not. I'm not sure yet. Just tell me, let me know if you would be interested in seeing some situations replayed with different decisions. If not, that's also totally alright. I just thank you for watching this with me and helping me out on some occasions. It was not an easy game, damn, but a good one. So, yeah, I'm gonna close the session here now. It's late enough. I wish you all a good night. Sleep well, get some good rest, and see you soon.